y'all, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about the importance of having your own writing space. This is something that I think a lot of people don't think about, and it's really, really important. I have sort of a testimonial for this. During quarantine time, probably mid-April, I started getting really restless because I'd been out of work since March 13th. My husband been laid off. We're all cooped in the house. There's nothing to do. I really started feeling like I wanted my own writing room. About 2 years ago, our son moved out and I've just left his bedroom as is, but then I thought, why? I could be using this room. Like, it's not like we're having a bunch of overnight guests. So I did it. I changed that spare room into my writing cave and I love it. It's really made me feel legit.
Yeah.
Like I have my own space. Like it was really cool. And I really feel that even if you don't have an extra room in your house and you're doubling another space as your own, such as your bedroom, which is what you do.
Yep.
And what I do too, I'm not always up here. There are a lot of times where I'm downstairs in my old writing space, in the recliner, in the living room, but that doesn't mean that I can't make that space my own as well. And that's what we're going to touch on in this video.
So you might be asking yourself, why is this even important? Can't we write anywhere we want? Well, yeah, you can. But there's something to be said about having a space that is dedicated to your creativity. And we're going to talk about making the mental space and the physical space what you need it to be so you can write the best story.
And hang out till the end of the video because we're going to give you a sneak peek tour of our writing space.
So we're going to start with your physical space. And one of the most important things about your physical space is that it should be clean and clear of clutter. I know some people are okay not being organized and feel that they could be really creative in that. And that's great. But there's scientific proof that when you are living in just a mess, that it causes anxiety. So I know this is true for me. I am 1,000 times more creative when my bedroom is clean. And I mean, we're talking things are vacuumed, clothes are put away. I just can bust out a chapter like no other when I have a clean space.
Your writing space should be filled with things that inspire you and make you feel good. If I'm feeling frustrated or stuck and I look around at that stuff, and actually the poster from our book signing is right above my desk. So if I look up at that and I'm like, holy shit, we had a book signing. Like that's something that we did. Get yourself out of the damn rut and move on. That's really helpful.
I don't know if it's me because I'm getting older and it's just some aches and pains I'm feeling in my body, but it's really important to me that I have a comfortable space. So whether that space be on your bed or in a chair at a desk, or even if it's throwing some pillows on the floor, make sure wherever you're going to be sitting at, because you're going to sit there for hopefully a long time writing a great chapter, that it's really comfortable.
Another part that's really important to us is ambiance. It's something that really we focus on quite a bit. It's how the room feels, and a lot of that has to do with sound, music. Do you want music playing? It doesn't need to be music with lyrics. Does it need to be instrumental music? Do you just need ambient noise like nature sounds or rain or even just a fan blowing? TV, I know you don't do this. You don't really watch so much TV anyway. I do write with something on in the background, but it can't be something that I'm paying attention to because I've never seen it before. For example, I can't watch my newest obsession, Schitt's Creek, while I'm trying to write because I'm going to be trying to pay attention. I watch Golden Girls and 90210. Those are the go-tos. I've seen those hundreds and hundreds of times, but them being on in the background is like comforting or something. I don't have to pay attention, but it's there and it's a sound that's going on while I'm writing. Some people might want silence. Hell no. I cannot stand total silence, but some people might like that. If that's you, then make that happen. Just whatever you like, figure that out and figure out what helps you focus the best.
Another part of your ambiance is the smells. You probably, us cat lovers, we probably don't want to be writing a book next to the cat litter box. I mean, I guess unless your characters are like literally in shit, don't do it. So find a smell that you really like, I have a go-to candle that I have a feeling they're going to stop making, but I love this candle. It has literally been the candle that I've written with for probably over a year now. I keep buying it just over and over again, and I light it every single time, and the smell of it is so calming to me. Make sure that you are even engaging your sense of smell, because that interprets into your story.
Maybe this is just me because I clearly like to eat, but I have to have a snack. Have to have a snack. No, let me take that back. I need a snack if I'm hungry. I have to have this. I have to have my soda. There's no writing without my soda or my sweet tea, or sometimes if I'm feeling like I want to try to be really healthy, my water. It makes me feel cozy. I don't know. That's just me. So maybe you don't want to eat while you write, but if you do, it's okay.
Lighting. Oh my gosh. So lighting is not just about throwing up our ring lights for filming on YouTube. Lighting is so important to the writing process. For me, I am a creature of the night, and therefore my room is always dark, and I bring in lighting in other really subtle ways. So the candle burning, I have a night light next to my bed, and then on nights when it is storming outside, or the other night I could see all of our neighbors' Christmas lights out my window, I opened up the window and let the night Christmas lights in, and I really loved that because it was just kind of the mood I was in. That feeling of your lighting and just setting the mood, especially when you're writing something kind of romantic, is really cool.
And our favorite thing, pets. We both have pets, cats and dogs. They are lovely and wonderful and sometimes very comforting to have with you. Right now I don't have one, so most of the time when we're filming I have a cat in here, but they've stayed away tonight. But my dog, if I'm downstairs, is always there. And I love that most of the time. Sometimes they can be really freaking distracting, like, hey, quit the barking, or hey, stop digging out the door. But most of the time, having our pets around is really great. Just know that sometimes you might have to tell them to go away, and that's okay.
Sometimes you just see them and they're so fluffy and they're so cute, and then you just want to squish their little kitty bodies and tell them they're lovely and you're so happy they're your little friend, mushy cat. This might be something that most people don't think of because it just kind of is in your house. And I mean, it either is hot or it's cold or it's perfect, but the temperature. I am a creature that likes it just a tad bit on the chilly side because I like to be under the blankets. I'll have to explain that one day how that works with writing, but I have the blankets with me. I like it. I like wearing a sweater even in the middle of summer as I'm writing. So having a cool room is super important to me. And I always have the fan going. Even if it's not blowing on me, it's on low, it's facing the other way because I like that white noise as well as all the other little noises I add into my ambiance.
The next thing is going to be sort of a segue into the mental space because this kind of goes with both. And that's people distractions. I'm lucky that I live in a house with one other person. And this one other person is my husband, and he works a weird schedule. So, and I as we talked about before, I write at night. So usually he's not distracting while I'm trying to write because he's asleep. And you may have to have some difficult conversations with your family and the people that you love because it's hard. You cannot focus on what you're doing if you are constantly being interrupted.
This one's so important, and it's really applicable to me personally, which is to take care of any pending things before I start writing. So if I need to put up my clothes, I need to put up my clothes before I start writing. If I need to make a phone call, I need to make that phone call before I start writing. I need to take care of my daily responsibilities before I sit down and start writing because those things are going to become a hindrance.
This one, like that one you said really applied to you, this next one really applies to me. As an emotional person, if you're under an amount of distress, or if you're sad or upset or angry about something, you should probably take a step back from your story. And I understand that writing is something that can help us deal with our emotions. So maybe do some writing exercises, maybe find a writing prompt and do like a writing sprint, or maybe even edit a chapter or something. But I would really caution you against writing a big part of your story while you're under distress, because it's probably not going to turn out the way you really wanted it to. You want to focus on the story and not and the feelings of the characters, and not put your feelings onto those characters, which changes your story. I know that sounds kind of like dramatic. And, I'm dramatic, but it's true though.
Yeah, you need to put your mental health first, because this can start to feel very demanding, and the pressures of it can become a lot. I love how these things are kind of like all just intertwined, like segues so nicely into the next, because this one is pretty important too, and that is to mentally prepare for the scene. Sit down, and if you're getting ready to write a big fight scene, maybe you want to listen to some really high energy music, you know, some metal, something really angry. If you're getting ready to write something super sad, you maybe want to take a moment and listen to something that is depressing. Or maybe you want to spend a moment with that thing that invoked the creativity and inspired your story to begin with. So maybe you want to turn back to the movie or the book. Really just take a moment and mentally put yourself in the space and be ready to convey what your characters are feeling on the paper by kind of feeling them a little bit yourself. So I know this is a little bit of a jarring introduction. Realized after we got done filming that we did not introduce us taking you guys through our writing space. So we promised that at the beginning of the video. So hang tight, you're gonna follow me through my writing space. Welcome to my writing space / my bedroom / my filming area. As you guys will see, I use the TV that's usually behind me as part of my ambiance for my room. Right now, I'm running a YouTube channel called New Bliss. I love it. They have these cool little sceneries and sounds. You can't really hear it, but there is some light rain on a windowsill and a crackling fire going on. Speaking of fire, there is my favorite candle. We won't talk about it. It is going away, and I'm trying to find a way to buy 20 of them, so I don't want you guys to steal it. So I'm being selfish. But I try to make do with my room. I have like a little chair in the corner, rocking chair, which I usually move when we're filming so you can't see it. I also keep a speaker up here in between my favorite series, one of my favorite series of all time, The Infernal Devices. You'll see there's a speaker between the books, and I'm usually running music through that. But because of copyright reasons, there's no music going on. And there's a little picture of me and Rachel. Oh, she sent that to me for Christmas. And if we turn this way, you'll see there's my bed, which used to be my background when we filmed. I've kept it the same. My husband even appreciates that the books are up to kind of remind me of what I'm trying to achieve and what I've already achieved. So I have this little space where I can remember that. And this area over here is my little desk area. I have some books going on, my drink, my fan. I don't know why I need so many sounds, but I do. I also have a little whiteboard over here. Crown of Feathers. That's the next book in my series. One, I want you guys to see what I have in store because it's pretty awesome. You will also see if we walk over here, I have from BTS Jungkook. Rachel has Yemen. It's our little inside joke. They actually get on FaceTime and talk to each other. It's ridiculous, but we think it's really cute. And then if we turn this way, this is actually my writing space. I use a lap desk, and I'm usually writing on my computer. And then I've got this cool little doohickey here that the pop socket on the back of my phone goes in there. And Rachel is usually sitting right there while we're writing. And it's pretty cool. Easy way for us to like really be connecting while we're writing together. And then I have my iPad mini over here, which is so I don't have to put it on pause because that happens as well. So there you have it. This is how I use my bedroom as my writing space. This is always where I write. I hope you guys, especially if you have to use your bedroom, get some ideas from this, and it really inspires you to find little creative ways to make your bedroom a great writing space for you. And I will turn you guys over to Rachel so she can show you around her writing space.
Okie dokie, as promised. a tour of our writing spaces. This is mine. Here's my bookshelf. We'll start here. You can see that it's overflowing. I need more bookshelves, which is what I'm going to put here. This is where my desk used to be, but you kind of caught me in the middle of a remodel. So as soon as I can get IKEA to send me some bookshelves or go pick some up, I'll have a nice big wall of books right here. But for now, this is what I've got. On top of the bookshelf, I've got pictures of me and Crystal on our various trips. Got some candles, some pretty fake flowers. Here is my book poster that I talked about, our book signing poster that really gives me motivation when I'm feeling a little blah. Right here is my little Hobby Lobby wall with my cute little signs and our Arrow logo. My desk, which right now, that's not my writing computer, that's my school computer, because we're doing virtual school at the moment, thanks COVID, but you get the general idea. There's some remnants of sweet tea. I told y'all I always have something to drink. This is my Edge of the Veil shadow box that Crystal made me one year, I think for Christmas. And then I've got my little Yemen. Crystal has the matching young kook. Then we have our book covers here on the wall, ours and mine. My little You Should Be Writing letter board. My futon, which normally right about here, there's a cat laying, but I guess she didn't want to be in the video. Closet, boring. Then I got my degrees hanging there, which I've talked about before. I've got my little baby Yoda. I did that. I am not an artist. In fact, I'm a terrible artist, but when they tell you every little thing to do, it's not hard to, it's not hard to do. You can't mess up. Okay, so that's about it, except this is the most exciting part of this room right now, which is our conference calls with Wattpad HQ. We just got them today. So I've written them down and I'm totally excited and geeking out at the fact that we actually have a meeting, 4 meetings actually, with Wattpad HQ to talk about Spellbound because we won the Nano contest. So it's pretty exciting. So this is it. This is my writing space. It's all mine. All my writing things are in it. Everything that I love to do with writing is here. All right, we hope that this has been helpful and we hope that we have inspired you to take a little time to make your writing space your own.
And if you want to see the product of our writing spaces and how that all conveys on paper, go check out our stories on Wattpad at Crystal and Felicity.
And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a video every Friday.
And as always, write what you love.